All right, what's going on, guys? It's Yassi Gruler. I hope you guys have a great day, because I certainly am, and I don't know what I just said. But anyway, we're going to be watching a video called Lavar Ball Doubles Down, says Lonzo Ball is better than Steph Curry. Undisputed. So this was on Undisputed. It's Skip and Shannon, and it's on Fox Sports, I believe, Fox Sports 1, yeah. And so basically, if you guys didn't know, LeVar Ball is the dad of Lonzo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, and LaMelo Ball. And basically, he's been talking a lot, getting a lot of media attention. I'm pretty sure that's, in a way that is smart, because he's getting more publicity for his sons, trying to get them a better future and, publicity, it can be bad sometimes, but, in the long term, they're still relevant. That's what he's trying to do, I'm guessing. But some of the stuff, it is pretty controversial. Like homie has said multiple times that his son Lonzo Ball is better than Steph, which I strongly disagree with, because I don't think his son's done enough to prove that. And I just think he's putting a lot of undue pressure on his son, because saying he's better than Steph Curry, is gonna make NBA players wanna bully his son. They're gonna pick on him when he's a rookie, and just because of his dad's words, they might try to pick on him. But at the same time, a lot of people are hating Lonzo for his dad's words, which I don't think people should be doing, because at the same time, it's two different people. Like Lonzo can't control what his dad says. He's a different individual, and it's not his fault that his dad says such blasphemy. So. I mean, I kind of feel bad for the boy Lonzo, but he's got to tell his dad to cool it down. But anyway, guys, here we
now
go.
By the father of UCLA's stellar freshman Lonzo Ball, Lavar Ball. Welcome to Undisputed.
Welcome. Hey, thank you for having me.
Awesome
thank you.
Damn, homie's got a yellow ass too.
So Lonzo's coach, Steve Alford, had some high praise for your son. Here's what he said. He plays downhill at a pace nobody else in the country can play at. He's 6'6", he's long, but I swear he can dribble it while he's in the air. He can definitely pass while he's in the air.
And he's 6'6", he's got great height. He can be like the next Magic Johnson, but he can shoot it better from the outside.
Lamar,
So
what do you think of Coach Alford's assessment?
Lonzo, and he plays deep, man. He's all around. I love Lonzo's game. He's pretty nasty.
Like I said, Zoe's goal was to play in the league. And as you're small, the game gets faster and faster. I taught them how to play at this speed when they was babies, on the fact that the goal is to play as fast as possible.
So, LeVar, I'm not going to tell you how to be a parent or what you should and shouldn't do, because all intents and purposes look like you raised three great young men. But do you think you might have went out on the limb a little bit too far when you said your son, who's a college freshman at UCLA, is better than Steph Curry, two-time MVP, last-time being unanimous?
No.
Oh, no.
I have the utmost confidence in what my son does. And just because I say he's better than somebody, who cares? I believe it. So I don't care what nobody else says. You can judge on your own.
All right, he's toning it down.
Sitting here looking at you, listening to you, and spoke a little bit off
Toning
camera.
it down.
This is not hyperbole. You sincerely believe this.
I believe
it's
it.
hyperbole.
I know it.
Oh,
like
no.
What
Stop.
Put in,
right.
for me to say.
Right.
And so I'm not going to, just because somebody else has titles, I'm not disliking Steph Curry or nothing.
Right.
What he's done for himself, that's for him.
Right.
I know what my boys are about. And it's like I said, Lonzo was the best player in high school. Right. He was the best
How could he
player
say that?
in college.
How could he?
Get to the pros and be like,
I hurt my
to the
wrist.
pros, now I can be average. We're coming for everybody.
Right. So let me
He said he coming for everybody. I like that.
But do you think you're
I hurt my wrist. I like that.
I understand he was the best player in college. He was the best player in high school. But do you think you're adding undue pressure?
First of all, your pressure and our pressure is two different things.
Okay.
There's no pressure in sports. It's entertainment. Life-threatening situation.
Oh no! He really said there's
Like
no pressure.
Day one. If you're coming home and they say you got to leave, and you don't have nothing to eat for 2 weeks, that's pressure. My foot on your throat, I'm about to kill you, that's pressure.
Right.
But telling me something, you can't hurt me or my boys by telling something. Now, 2x4 upside the head, you might hurt. But as far
All right, so I
as
get what he means. Like, I get where he's coming from. He's basically saying, if it's a death threat, you don't got a place to stay. I get what he's saying, like real life issues, right? But he's also got to realize there's other types of pressure, like media pressure, stuff like that. I get what he's saying, though. But there's other types of pressure, obviously.
Does Lonzo ever come to you and say,
It doesn't have to be like death threats and
back
stuff.
off just a little bit because you're just laying it on a little too thick for me?
See, that's what y'all can do. That's when you raise your kids, they can come up and say, hey, Pop, you can't come up and tell me nothing. I'm the one paying when I'm raising. So they're never gonna come to me and be like, Dad, you need to tone it down. Wait a minute.
Oh, damn. Homie said they ain't gonna do
You become
shit.
your own man
Whoa.
when you move away from me.
That's true.
Oh, excuse me, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from?
I'm from LA South Central.
Because see, you got old Southern values.
Oh,
See,
he's
that's
from
how
South
my
Central. No
grandfather
wonder.
talked
That
to his
explains
kids.
it.
Like, I'm
So his
always gonna
standards,
be there.
according to him, you know,
And
his
just
children,
because
even
you're
if they're
a man,
adults, they
don't
can't
make
tell them
you
nothing
usurp me all
unless
of a sudden,
unless they move
because
away,
I'm
unless they
still
got their own
dad,
home, their own
and I'm
place.
still the man, and you're gonna be respectful of me in my house at all times.
I ain't got to say nothing, Shannon. You know where I'm coming from, man.
Mr. Potato Head ass. Oh
So how
no.
good were you in high school as a player?
In high school as a player, I didn't play sports until the 10th grade. Okay, but I was faster and stronger than a lot of people. But my dad's mindset wasn't like, okay, let me get my sons in sport. He made there's 5 boys and 2 girls in our family.
Let me get Mr.
He made
Potato in
sport.
Where were
sports.
you in the?
I'm
That's
like
not
in
what
the
his
middle.
dad thought.
I have an older brother and 2 older sisters, and then 3 younger brothers. But as far as athletically, we were superb in that.
Right.
But my
So
dad
when you
never
started
pushed.
in 10th grade, what happened?
But in 10th grade, I played varsity, and you know, in high school, you played
Where were you? In
Canoga Park.
I got it.
Yes, went out to the valley.
All right.
All right. I just played the seasons. Football season, played football. Basketball, played basketball. Instead of playing baseball, I didn't love that too much, so I did track. So now the new age, you do everything all year long. It's just like football. Then you have a little spring practice, 7-on-7. So if you're trying to do one thing now, you can't do all the sports because you're gonna fall back. It's just like basketball. It's all year long now. And not
And
just
did
with
you,
the AAU.
Did you have
whatever.
a chance to play?
Oh, I
in
feel him.
college?
Yeah, you gotta
I played
focus
in
on one
college. I
sport,
played
you
at,
know.
I had to go to a
Develop your
junior
skills
college
on that.
the first couple of years on the fact that my grades was terrible. You know, I'm playing in high
Oh,
school
no.
just for just love to play, you know, and then you get the exposure of everybody liking you, whatever like that.
Mr.
Then I went to
Potato Head
West Virginia,
ass,
played,
bad
and I
grades ass.
transferred to Washington State. Actually, it was the Pac-10 back then, and Calvin Sampson was the coach.
Oh.
But everybody was thinking, when I went up there from JUCO, averaged 23 points and 13 rebounds. But when we get up there, the fact that he's not playing fast, and now I look defiant playing. So I'm averaging now 4 points, 2 rebounds, sitting on the bench. Because whenever I get in there, I'm open.
Yo, I fuck with their big baller brand, bro. Like, it's pretty dope that they have their own clothes brand. And I'm pretty sure they're making bills off of it because they got, you know, so much hype around them.
40 points.
You know, LaMelo Ball, I don't know if you guys seen, but he's got like 1 million Instagram followers already. Homie's only a sophomore in high school.
But I only have
And, you know, he's always advertising their brand, so I'm pretty sure they're making stacks off that. On top of that, all 3 children, they're going to be NBA players, probably. So they're going to be millionaires. They're going to be cashing out.
And Kareem
Right.
blew our center at the time.
I fuck with the brand. I
Why
fuck with the
not?
brand.
You wanted the boys to stay
Compliments
close
to the
home.
company.
Why not Duke, North Carolina, Kansas?
Okay, we from the West.
Right.
So basically, my boy loves living in this warm weather.
Right.
So I alleviated all the East Coast schools,
Right.
even though they wanted us.
Right.
You know, but I'm not going to dangle you along saying we might go there,
Right.
Syracuse, Connecticut, or whatever. Nah. And like I said, West LA, or not West LA, UCLA is the best school on the West Coast if you think about it.
Right.
Any point guard is halfway decent is going
Oh,
to
yeah.
get a shot at the league.
Right.
I'm looking at it in that aspect and the fact that if Lonzo wants to go play open.
Oh, yeah,
gym,
UCLA is a great school, man.
Pro.
They may win it all this year in the
You know, he can
NCAA
always say,
tournament.
Jello.
Let me know what you guys
come
think
with
down
me.
below who's going to
Now, you
win,
got
but I'm
your
thinking
younger brothers
UCLA is
with
going to win it all, man.
experience. You can't
Pretty
do that
nasty.
in the East Coast. You ain't gonna fly them on a plane all the time. We got a lot of family that follow us.
Right.
They older. They can't be flying on no planes and stuff. But to go up the freeway, I always told my boys this: you always want to be in a place where if everything is not going good, you still want to be there. Now you Kentucky Duke, you know, you got a sprained ankle or leg, your family not around. Do you really want to be out there?
Right.
And that's how you look at it.
And Sam, he's taking shots at the East Coast. He said, "You really want to be there?" Oh no,
Play basketball,
you
or
really
they
want to
just
be there?
wanna
He
play
said.
right away.
I put them in baseball.
Yeah, he's
I put
taking
'em in
shots at the
football,
East
flag
Coast.
football.
No, but that is a fact, man. Like West Coast, we got pretty good weather over here, man.
That's true.
You know, the football, you can only play up so high because it's a size difference that happens
Right,
in.
right.
Basketball, they start developing such a major passion for it. And they kind of went in their own lane. And that's why people look at me and be like, oh man, you play football. How come your boys are not playing football? Jello's is big. In football, just because you big don't mean you can play. You got to be wild up here. You can't just be like, hey, I can.
Oh, that's true, man. Like football's crazy, bro. You gotta have some mental strength.
Foul. That's a foul. No, that ain't no foul. So they took their.
Oh, I feel him on that.
Fourth grade, they were beating.
Leandro's pretty big though. Homie got a football body. He's pretty fat, but he's still got like a tight end body. But
Just outrunning them.
I'm pretty sure he'd be a great tight end. It's just like to take the hits, man. It's a whole nother story to take the hits.
All the way up?
Yes,
Okay.
all the way up.
So you coached your kid, if I read correctly, I think you coached them until they got to what, like high school? Your AAU coach,
Yes.
and then you turned it over to the high school coach.
Yes. Well, on the high school coach, you can just fly solo now. You good. What I did is instilled something in them that nobody can get out of them now. The long shots,
Right.
can't take it out of them. Say, oh, it's a bad shot. Oh, okay. Get out there, reshoot.
Damn, he said you can't take it out. They
Boys
still gonna
know
do
to
it.
take those
They're still gonna
shots
do
and
it.
They know what come with it. What I mean by that, I've taught them this. Every time you win, it's not your fault.
Damn, he basically said they're not
All
gonna
your
listen to the
players
coach.
made you win. That guy usually get 4 rebounds. He got 6 rebounds. He got 8 points. Now he got 12 points. But when you lose, it's your fault. Even if you had 40 points, 20 rebounds, and 30 assists, who cares? You didn't do enough. And I've been teaching them that from this big. So whenever something happens bad for a team and people talk about them and say, oh, you shot them out the game, or it doesn't bother them because they got a callus because I've did it for such a long. Like in our house, we did a lot of winning. There's no trophies in the house. It doesn't justify us winning. We expect to win every single time.
Yeah, I fuck with that. I fuck with that. He said we expect to win. I fuck with that.
When we win, like I said, point the finger at everybody else when you win. When you lose, regardless of what you did, say, yeah, I just didn't do enough. I didn't get my guys ready right. And it's cool.
Lonzo has a little bit of.
I like the mentality though. I like his mentality. The way he raised his children, man. If you notice, they have a lot of confidence, and part it must be because of his dad, the way he raised them.
And when I had him shooting,
It's
at
crucial
first,
for
he
them to
had
have
the ball on the
confidence,
right
man,
side shooting like this.
or they wouldn't be where
But
they are.
as we were playing older players, he started dribbling to the left because everybody was fading to the right. So now you got to go to the left. So when he would go to the left hard, the only way he can get it off is this. And like I said, I got 3 boys, and they all shoot the heck out of the ball. But check this out. Not one of them had the same form. Because I've always told them, perfect your form and you good.
Oh, I fuck
So
with
we
that.
have
Yeah.
a guy who shoots perfect form.
Don't fix was
Because he
not.
got perfect
Don't
form.
fix
There
was
ain't no
not
shots
broken.
dropping. Who cares? You're not any good. But if you got
Put
this
the ball in the
raggedy
basket.
form and you
I
put it in
feel
the
it, yeah.
basket, you're a great shooter. But then again, I'll go about great shooters. Tell me this. You like a guy who go 10 for 10 from the three-point line, but he can't win a game. And then you got my sons who go 2 for 10, but they make the 2 game-winning shots. Who's the better shooter?
I'll take the game.
You're a money guy. You want to.
He said his children, bro.
It's all about the clutch, G.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again so much for watching the video, clicking on it, and please leave video ideas that you'd like for me to react to. Because I'm gonna be doing this. And I forgot to say, please subscribe to my channel if you're new, because I will be posting lit content. And if you subscribe, you'll stay updated on my content. So please make sure to do that. Follow the movement, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Stay up.